Hi, this is Muhammad Imdad Alam, and you are watching our YouTube channel Bluebell Academy. Please like and share our videos, and also please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get the notification about the new videos. Okay, dear students, after the first theorem of this chapter circle, now the theorem 2 of this chapter is also called as the tangent theorem. So it is saying us, or as per NCERT textbook, the statement is only this one: the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. But as you have studied the few concepts related to triangles earlier in your previous classes, so it may ask you the statement that you have to prove the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal, or it may be asked you subtend equal angles at the center, and also it can be asked you are equally inclined to the line joining the center and the external point. So this is the statement. From this statement, first of all, we come to know that there will be a circle, and from an external point of it, two tangents are joined. That's it. That is the statement. So based on the statement, we have to draw a figure. We can say, let this is the circle where this is the point O, which is the center of the circle, and let this point outside of the circle, or this is one external point P. Okay, and from this point two tangents are drawn to this circle, because we know that from an external point the number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle are 2. So from this point P here, two tangents are drawn. Let this tangent be PQ and this tangent be PR. Okay? So we have to, whatever is given, based on that we'll write our given part. We can say O is the center of the circle. P is an external point, or P is the external point. P is the external point. PQ and PR are the tangents. PQ and PR are the tangents. This is given to us. Okay, so PQ and PR are the tangents, and what we are going to do that for our proving, we are joining this OP, OQ and OR. So we are writing here OP, OQ and OR are joined. No need to write separate construction part for this, because whatever is given in the proving part, to prove this we need it. So that we have to join. Now we have to write to prove. So for this proving, I have gave here three conditions, three things that we have to prove. But as per NCERT syllabus, it was only asking that you have to prove that are equal. But you cannot deny these two, or you cannot ignore these two also. It may ask, and you cannot say that I didn't learn it, because this is related to triangle part, what we have studied in your 9th standard. So that we'll continue with this to prove. First, it is saying that the tangents are equal. Which are the two tangents? PQ, PR. So we have to say PQ is equal to PR. This is the first proving we have to do. Second one is saying that subtend equal angles at the center. That means these two tangents are forming or making or subtending center. That means we have to prove the angle QOP or POQ also you can say. Better to say POQ and POR. So these two angles are equal. We have to prove that P angle POQ is equal to angle POR. Then the third part is saying are equally inclined to the line joining the center and the external point. What is the meaning? Suppose this one, this is a line here and this line is standing on it. I can say it is a perpendicular line. When this line will be like this, it is called as an inclined line. Okay? Understood the meaning of the inclination? So this is the inclined line now. Same like that, these two tangents PQ and PR equally inclined to this line which is joining the center and the external point. That is the line OP. So equally inclination, how you will come to know? By measuring this angle here. So that you have to prove that angle QPO should be equal to angle RPO. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That is called as the equal inclination. So you have to prove that angle QPO is equal to angle RPO. Got it? So these things we are going to prove. But as like the previous theorems which I have done, I have told you have to make the two columns for the proving part, statement and reason. So we have to go for here our proving part or proof, and here we have to split this part into two columns, and we have to say here
Statement and reason.
this part is the statement and this is the
Reason.
reason we have to give. Is that clear?
Sir.
So now when we are going to prove this, here if you observe this particular figure or this part of this figure, you will see we are getting here two triangles. Okay? One is triangle OPQ, another one is triangle OPR. Or you can give any other name, QP or POQ, POR, whatever you want you can give. But we will give it as OPQ and OPR. Or OQP, ORP better. Whatever you want you can give the name, not an issue. So I can say in triangle OQP, in triangle
OQP
and triangle ORP, in triangle OQP and triangle
ORP.
ORP. What are the things we are observing one by one? We will see. If you observe here, so these two triangles that we are going to compare, let me just mark it with these two colors. This is the triangle OQP, and this is the triangle ORP. Okay, OQP and ORP, these two triangles we are going to compare. So now how we are going to compare? You observe, you know that in the previous theorem or the circle theorem 1, where we have proved that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. That means it is forming a 90-degree angle at the point of contact in both the places. Correct? So that can be written as the first observation. Here we can say angle OQP is equal to angle ORP is equal to angle
ORP is equal to 90 degree.
From where I got it that I have to write the reason. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Very simply you have to write the reason. Many of the books and all I saw that radius drawn at the point of contact is perpendicular to the tangent. Better you write in short, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Now the second observation. What we are observing? We are observing in both the triangles this line OP is present. If you see in this orange color triangle the line OP is there, and this yellow color triangle is also the same line OP. So I can say OP is equal to OP. This is a common side. The side which is present in both the triangles. Got all of you? Then another thing, another observation if you will make, you will see this OQ is the radius of this circle and this OR is also radius of the circle. And it is only the one circle. So these two are the radii of the same circle. So we can say here OQ is equal to OR. And the reason we have to mention
Radii of the same circle.
Of the
Same circle.
same circle. So from these three observations, we concluded or we came to know that triangle OQP is congruent to triangle ORP. Congruent means both the triangles are of the same shape and same size. So we got these two are congruent based on RHS congruency. You should have to, it is already there in the 9th standard that what is this RHS congruency? R refers to a right angle, H refers to the hypotenuse. OP is the hypotenuse for both the triangles and OQ is the one of the sides. So it is based on RHS congruency. We came to know both the triangles are congruent or both the triangles are of the same shape, same size. Now the thing, if they are of same shape and same size, everything in them are same. So based on that, finally we can say, therefore, whatever we wrote here, all these things one by one we can write. If only the equal part is there, in the true proof part you have to write this and the same you have to write. So we have to say therefore PQ is equal to PR. Then angle POQ is equal to POR. Angle POQ is equal to angle POR. Then angle QPO is equal to angle R. Third one is angle QPO is equal to angle RPO. For these three, you have to give a same reason. That is, here we can say CPCT. What is CPCT?
Corresponding part of congruent triangles.
Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay? So finally, we can say here that whatever was there or asked us to prove, we have proved here, so that we can say here
Hence proved.
Hope all of you have understood this theorem. Thank you very much.